Hi, welcome to my studio, Elegant and Earthy. This afternoon I'm going to be throwing some coffee mugs, and I've already gathered some lumps of clay and I weighed them out. They're 1 pound and 4 ounces. And also I have moistened the bat. This board is called the bat. And now I'm just drying it off a bit because I like it to be just a little damp. I'll just take the lump and throw it right in the center. If I don't like that center, I'll try another center. And then I start slap centering. Slap centering. Just keep slapping it into the center. A few on the top. Take my sponge, wet my hand, put my elbow right into my hip, and begin pushing down with my outside hand. That way I can really attach it to the bat. And then I pull up with my outside hand, and I hold the clay with my inside hand, and I form a nice cone shape. This is called coning. Then I moisten both hands, and I hold the clay between my two hands. My fingers are overlapping, and my thumbs are close to me, and then I push my thumbs away just gently. And what this does is cause the cone to push back down, and it makes kind of a nice dome shape. And I do like to keep my bat pretty clean when I'm working. Makes me look more comfortable. So I'm just gonna round that shape up again. Now I have my elbow in the crick of my hip and plenty of moisture on the clay. And this arm's not gonna move anywhere. But this hand is gonna karate chop this clay, pushing it straight down and making a disc shape. And once I have a disc shape, I'm ready to start the floor of the vessel. And I use this thumb as a tool. I use these fingers to push the thumb in the center. So I still have my elbow in the crick of my hip, and I just push straight down. When I get to about where I think I want it to be the end of the floor, I just pull my hand towards me a bit. And then I just want to go ahead and check the depth. And that's a little thicker than I like. I get about half that, or almost half that. So I'll just put a little water in here to remend that hole I made and push it down a little bit more, and then pull it towards me. Okay, and then I'm going to check it one more time. It's a little bit more like I like it. I think that will work. Then I'll go ahead and take your wooden rib and just flatten that center out. Push it down, compressing it, flattening it. You need a nice smooth bottom. And when I get it to where I like it, I will turn the rib around to establish the corner of my coffee mug, the corner between the bottom and the wall. Okay, and then I just clean off my rib. Now it's time to hug this mug in. So I wet both hands and I overlap them, and then I pull them towards me and up at the same time. And this causes the form to create kind of a volcano look. Okay, so we have a nice volcano now. And it's a little bit lumpy inside, so I just like to run my sponge in here and smooth out the inside. Make a nice, smooth, comfortable surface to work with. Now when I come to the outside, I put my finger on my sponge and right on the bat. And I'm pushing in. And my other finger, this finger here, is on the inside and it's pushing out gently. And what I'm trying to do is keep them just a tiny bit apart from each other, like this much. And what that does is allow a ring of clay to be moved from the bottom of this vessel up one ring at a time. They just kind of trade places up to the top of this vessel. Let's do it again. Try to put my whole hand in here. Pushing in on the bottom right near the bat. Bringing those two fingers together. One's just slightly above the other. And just easing a ring of clay. Just one ring at a time up towards the top. And when you get closer to the top, you want to have a little less pressure. And there you go. Now, I don't know if you can see this. There's a little bit of a collapsed area on this vessel where I maybe squeezed it a little hard. And you can save that sometimes. And the way to save it is to have an inside rib and an outside rib and let them squeeze the clay and cause a nice uniform area. And just, this is kind of a slow process. When you're saving something, it's a little bit more of a slow process.
How's that beautiful mommy? Mommy?
Yeah?
How you doing?
Doing good.
Good stuff there, so you can't go out there.
There, that's a little better. And I'm gonna do it again just to kind of reinforce saving the shape.
Oh. She doesn't like it when people close the door behind her.
She does not like it.
You know what? She's a dog. Oh, well. I think I should take this out to the street. The kids are just telling me that.
Is it working?
No, it doesn't work. I left it on overnight and the thing didn't freeze, so.